Foxy music. Foxy music.
Good evening, good evening. We are a bit late tonight, so we'll start doing our fantasy gum-paste Gerbera as time is running super quick. So let's get going. We will be making a quick fantasy flower using some daisy cutters. So just roll some gum paste. Should be rolled fairly thin, as those cutters seems to be behaved quite tricky when it comes to thickly rolled paste. Being intricate, they require gum paste which has to be rolled quite thin. So I'm just going to roll it quite thin and start cutting layers. Now, because there are so many petals in this cutter, I have to make sure that I press firmly on the side of the cutter in the center, so that when I pick up the cutter I get a clean cut. It's very important to get that clean cut, otherwise the petals will just not look right. Okay. I'm going to transfer the petal right onto the softening pad and cut one more. Again, pressing on the edges in the center, and then just pushing down each petal. And I'll just do one more with a smaller cutter. Obviously, if you want a fuller flower, you can add 3 large and 2 small, or but I think for now we'll be okay with 2 large and 1 small. To make the center, I'm just going to use some gold nonpareils. Good. Gum paste has to go under into a box or somewhere away from the air, otherwise it gets dry. And what I'm going to do, instead of softening the edges, I'm going to use the sharp end of the Dresden tool, and from the tip of the petal towards the center I will apply pressure, create a line through the center but without cutting the petal. Just going to do that for each petal. That's going to make the petals to bounce a little and just make them to look more natural. Same with the second layer. So from the tip of the petal towards the base. We are relatively intense pressure, so don't think it's a very light pressure, but also don't apply too much of a pressure that you end up cutting through the petal. I think all comes to practice and see how you can get the right result. Okay, and then I'm going to put a bit of glue and overlap the layers. Okay, we're going to put another one right on the top. pretty much like a fantasy Gerbera. And then some pearls in the center. Okay, just trying to lift it up without ruining it. Okay, so that's going to be my pretty fantasy Gerbera. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed the so-called fantasy Gerbera, and you will attempt to make yours soon. And thank you for joining me again, and I'll see you tomorrow evening. Take care. Bye bye.